I'm going to talk today about a time when I waited in a queue for ages. If you want to see the original question and the cues, check the description and it's written down there. So the time in question was about 12 or 13 years ago when I was going on a trip to New York, and the queue itself was inside the terminal building at security. Now, I like to think I'm a fairly patient person, but I have to admit, when it comes to queues, my patience wears thin very quickly. They really do my head in. I get irritated and exasperated, and I find it really difficult when you're in a really crowded area and everyone's just shuffling forwards a few feet at a time. And you've invariably got your hand luggage, which is heavy, so you're having to drag that around with you, and you've probably got lots of layers of clothes in case the plane's cold. So I remember at the time I had a coat, a scarf, a jumper, so I was having to carry all this as I was in the queue, and it was just inching forwards kind of incrementally. It took a really long time. I can't remember exactly how long, but maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours or more. And also there were big signs everywhere saying that people weren't permitted to use mobile phones, so you couldn't even distract yourself by playing a game or checking emails or messaging. And at one point I remember there was a businessman who actually did use his phone. I can't remember if he was making a call or if he was just looking at the screen, but one of the security guards got really agitated and irate and scolded him in front of everybody, and he looked like kind of a naughty schoolboy who'd been told off. So after that, you know, everybody put their phones away and nobody even dared to look at them. But you know, eventually we kind of got to the front of the queue, got through security, and fortunately the rest of the trip was a lot more fun, a lot more pleasant, and we got to see some sights like the Empire State Building and the Chrysler Building and Times Square. So that sort of made it worth it, or it made up for having to wait in line for such an age.